Welcome to the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib.
Yo, it's another news day. I feel good, I'm on top like a Koffee. Sipping my coffee, shaking my head for homies acting goofy. Guess they do it for the gram or the TikTok, so who's me? Welcome to the crib, let's kick it like Bruce Lee. Part intelligent, part ratchet, that's half Neil deGrasse, you half Boosie. Listen, man. Real spit, now that's lit, homie, truthfully. If you in the Tampa area, you should be down like Bruce B. We treat the pod like sex, we start slow and at full speed. You like the way we work it? 9 p.m. we going in, we podding perfect. Beez and Tati is my posse. No worries because I know my posse got me. Be careful, we might snap like paparazzi. But yo, we'll start the show and get a lit like sipping hot Tati. What's good and 10 pretty people? Tuesday evening, my name is Khary. This is my crib. And I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. We have another dope show for you tonight. Verzuz happened over the weekend, and not everyone was happy about it. Be Real of Cypress Hill has some things to say. We'll talk about it. Freddie Gibbs was jumped in Buffalo. Did they get his jewels? Did they stop his flow? We'll talk about it. A racist man went on a racist rampage in Buffalo on Saturday, killing 10. He specifically targeted black people and live streamed it on Twitch. We'll get into that. I'm joined by the homie Beez, Buddha, the beautiful Tati. What's up to all my house guests in the chat? Everybody watching, podcast listeners listening. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Share this with your peoples. Let's have some fun tonight. Phone lines are open. 813-559-3339. Hit us up. Let us know your thoughts. Jump in the chat. Drop a comment. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Taco Tuesday. Had some tacos for dinner. Feeling nice and full. Gonna be doing a taste test tonight. It's gonna be a fun night. It's gonna be a fun night, man. It's gonna be a fun night. How's everybody's week started off?
Who wants to start?
Go ahead. Sound like you got something on your chest.
Yeah, well, you know, Friday, remember I told you I was getting prepared for that wedding.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I did the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say this was, wedding was a little hood. I'm going to say the wedding was hood.
It was a hood wedding?
I'm going to say it.
What made it hood? What made it hood?
What made it hood? Okay, first, I'm going to say, like, it was mad Freeway Ricky. It was mad Freeways in there, and not Rick Ross. Freeway, you know.
All right, okay.
They just didn't wear their koofies.
Got you. There wasn't a whole lot of suits in there?
Nah, it was some suits, it was some some beards and all that. But you know how you be like power to the people?
Some beards.
Like you be power to the people, right? You be power to the people, but then you wear Fendi and you wear Louis Vuitton and Gucci and all that. Like you can't play both sides of that field. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be on that, you know, Allah Akbar, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't see like a lot of them doing that. You know what I'm saying? And all the designer, you know, especially if you living off the teachers of Farrakhan. If you living off of, you know, a different Muslim status, then that's something else. But if you living off of, but anyway, let's get to it.
Hey, if they got the bread,
so you know we do.
If they got the bread for the Fendi and Gucci, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad. I mean, you know, but it's just sometimes it's an oxymoron. You know what I'm saying? But
well, I wouldn't say that too much because pastors be driving Bentleys and rocking the freshest motherfucking suits and shit.
Yeah, but we all know that's about the dollar bill too. But that's another story. You know, but now on the real, they have food. I feel like this, if you're a caterer, first and foremost, you should know what you're dealing with all the time. when somebody starts throwing numbers of people out to you, you need to know what's going on right then and there from that. So basically, these people, the wedding couple, lovely people. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was Jersey, so you know, it's a lot of techno house type. What you call it? I don't care if you black, you white. What you call it? That techno Jersey Shore thing. That's a whole Jersey thing. It's not. It just doesn't limit to Jersey Shore. You know what I'm saying? That's Jersey as a whole.
Okay.
So they was fist pumping.
Okay.
They was fist
yeah,
pumping.
they was doing some of that. But the food, right?
Okay.
We gotta get to the food. You cannot have 230 guests and spend $5,000 and think that you're gonna feed all these guests.
You can if you got a food truck.
No, but it's different when everybody ordered plates and all that, and you want the food plated and so forth. And then, first of all, you as a caterer, when you drop your food off, you should explain a lot of shit that's going on with your food, because this is your food, this is your name.
They dropped it off. They didn't.
This lady
pass it out.
Yo, Tati, you ever in your life had spoiled rice?
Spoiled rice.
Yeah.
What, it was left out for days or something? That's the only way rice could be spoiled.
This is what we feel. The chef tried to say she made it that morning. It's impossible. You know, I cooked at a school for about 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
What made you think it was spoiled? It smelled?
I tasted it. I had to spit it out. It stunk. Right. And like at first it didn't, like, you really didn't get it until you pop that top layer off. It was crazy. And then the salmon wasn't completely cooked.
No. So the caterer, she just dropped the food off? She didn't. Yeah,
she dropped the food off and bounced, yo. And then was like, yeah, you know, I gave him some extra. I gave him four pans of extra salmon and all that.
Man,
listen, shit was crazy. But I mean, my team is spectacular. We got through that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
got you.
We ran out of food. We ran out of food. We still made it happen. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, y'all niggas gonna eat hors d'oeuvres with sides.
Man,
you ran out of spoiled rice.
Right.
No, the rice. Once we found out, once we realized that the rice was spoiled and so forth, that shit was gone. That shit was out off the list. Only thing that shit was to the side so niggas could take pictures and send it to the caterer.
Okay.
But it was crazy.
Sound like a ghetto wedding. You know?
Yo, it was crazy, yo. It was crazy. But
my weekend was kind of relaxing, chilled in the pool, and my coffee was en route. My coffee spent the weekend traveling to me. You know, where last week we was talking about Ghostface Killah's Killah Koffee, and as I pulled it up, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and order this shit. So I ordered it, and it came in the mail yesterday. And I said, you know what? I'm not even gonna open it. I'm gonna open it on this show. I'm gonna open it live on this show. I'm gonna brew some coffee. I'm gonna taste this shit live on the show tonight. You know?
How much? What is that? A 2-pound bag? A 3-pound bag? What is that?
It's a 12-ounce bag. A 12-ounce bag.
What flavor is it?
It is marble cake. Let me put it down so the light's not like totally reflecting off it. It's marble cake, you know. So we're gonna try some of this tonight. You know, I actually set the coffee maker up over here. I'm over here on some late night talk show shit. You know what I'm saying? We got the shit set up. That's kind of why we started late, because I was setting up shit. What's that?
You know what's wild though?
What's that?
Yeah, I gotta say, and that's a first, because I've never heard of that flavor ever in a coffee.
Marble cake?
Somebody do a marble cake? Yeah, a marble cake coffee.
That sounds like a weed strain.
Yo, listen, for real. And like when I went to Indonesia, we tasted at least, I gotta say, like 12, maybe 11 different styles of coffee.
Beez starting on us talking about the time he went to Indonesia.
Yo, listen, that coffee, and listen, I'm not a crazy coffee drinker, but you want to know why we bought the coffee?
That smell good. Ooh, that smell good. How that smell to you?
You know why we bought the coffee that we bought in Indonesia? Because in New York, I would never spend the price for that coffee.
How much?
And that's why I bought it in New York. In New York, it's like $50, $60 for a cup.
What?
Is that cat?
Yeah.
Is that cat shit coffee?
Yes, it is the cat shit coffee. Yeah,
get that cat shit out of here, man. Ain't no way in the world I'm spending all this money for cat shit. Man, please. So we gonna brew some. We gonna brew some coffee.
Made like
the coffee. I spent $4.50.
$4.50.
I spent $4.50.
Oh,
that's why I got the coffee. And then I was mad that I spent that $4.50 because we went somewhere and they gave us fucking samples of the shit. I was dumb tight.
At least you ain't spent
Yo, had a whole forest with with the double nosed weasel, with the double nosed cat.
Mm-hmm. The double.
Cause it looks like a big weasel. Yo, fam, it has it has 4 nostrils.
All right.
It's a cat?
Yeah, well, they call it a cat. It looked like a weasel. Mo was petting it and all that.
It's in a resealable bag. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brew some of this coffee, yo. I'm not the greatest coffee brewer. I've only started really drinking coffee a couple of years ago, and that's like coffee that's already made. But this says brewing instructions on it. It says, be sure to use freshly drawn, clear, cold water, a spotless, clean coffee maker, two.
You okay, Beez? Good, Wiz?
We're gonna have to teach Beez how to.
Don't worry.
We have to teach Beez how to use the mute button. Got to teach him how to use the mute button. Just wave at me when you're back, and I got you muted. 2 rounded tablespoons of ground coffee to each 6 ounces of water. So because tonight I'm gonna make 2 cups. I'm gonna make a cup for me. I'm gonna make a cup for Tati. Guess I got to use 4 scoops. And my bad, B. I should have ordered a couple of bags and had a bag sent to you. Do you drink coffee? Say no.
Nah. Yeah, I do drink. I do.
2.
Nah, but see, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the coffee shop. I'm gonna go to the coffee shop and I'm gonna have Mo tape when I go in the coffee shop, and then we're gonna send it to you.
So you're gonna go out to Staten Island yourself. You're gonna go out to the Shaolin and get you some of that Killah coffee. This is not an ad, by the way. I just bought it and said, you know what, we're gonna do a taste test on the show and shit. So I got the coffee.
Yeah, I haven't been to Shaolin in years.
I got the coffee in there. Turn it on the coffee maker. I add the water. And I will let y'all know when it is ready to motherfucking drink. Let that brew up a little bit. But while that's brewing, we will jump into our first topic, and I will take another shot. Can you please refill me up, darling? Thank you very much.
Everybody in the chat, how y'all doing?
I really do need to hire like a personal assistant that just can be here to give me shots and shit, and get me things that I need. But I'm not at that status yet, though that would be kind of, what's the word?
Or you can get you a shot reel.
What's the term I'm looking for? A shot reel.
You get you a shot reel. Yeah. It's basically like a wheel, and it has the shot glasses on it, right?
Uh-huh.
And you can put the bottle on it, and it's like when you turn the shot cup, it'll pour a shot. Then you spin it. Like you don't spin it crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you spin it to the next cup, and then they pour you a shot. And you spin it to the next cup, and they pour you a shot.
Okay.
Man, we got something.
But you forgot the water?
No, not the water, nigga. I forgot to put the filter back on.
Oh man, yo, I hope that shit. I hope you don't start no damn fire, yo.
He said he forgot the water.
It's not gonna start no fire. All right, another shot. One shot before I start this up. Cheers to you, gorgeous. And when I say gorgeous, I'm talking to Tati. You know, not you, Beez, not you.
I was about to say thank you, sweetheart. You know.
Oh man. Now let's jump into it. So, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Some video was released of rapper Freddie Gibbs getting into an altercation. And when I say he got into an altercation, there was about 20 people surrounding him trying to punch his lights out. You know, they was in like a restaurant of some sort. There was a tussle going on. They was fighting. Mad people was trying to beat this guy up. And people are speculating that it might be Griselda, Benny and the Butcher. Benny the Butcher's peoples, not Benny and the Butcher. Benny the Butcher's peoples. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's his peoples, if Freddie Gibbs just was running his mouth and pissed somebody off, and they said, "Yo, let's fuck this dude up." I don't know. There was a couple. I'm not sure how far back. I'm not sure if it was a year or two ago, but Benny the Butcher and Freddie Gibbs was actually on tour together. You know, was on tour together. Something happened between them. There was some type of dispute. Tati sounds like she's on that gas over there. You know, I think they might have had some type of dispute between them, but I guess it didn't end on the best terms of them, between them. Back when, I'm not sure how many of y'all remember, but back when Benny the Butcher was in Houston, he actually got shot, and I think they might have taken some change. He might have got robbed as well. I'm not sure. But Freddie Gibbs made a post that said, "Hey, we don't fuck with niggas that get shot and robbed," and kind of alluded to Benny the Butcher's situation. So it looks like they might not be on the best of terms. Do we think this was crew beef or random beef, or just some people trying to get a name for themselves in Buffalo and hold it down for Griselda because they from Buffalo and they know there's some tension there?
You know the thing that's funny about the
gotta get you some
buff
oil
guys?
for your chair too.
Man, Khary.
Yes.
What the fuck?
You know the thing that's bugged about the rough buff guys though?
What's that?
Is the rough buff guys.
Now when you say when you say rough buff, what do you mean?
That's what the Buffalo dudes call themselves. Like, you know, when I was in the mountains, they'd be like, "Yo, I'm rough buff, rough buff."
Okay.
Rough
because
buff.
They
You
say
know what I'm
that.
saying?
But I tell you what, when you said that just now, I'm just thinking of niggas that's just like real buff and they just try to walk around real tough, you know? That's what I think about.
You stupid.
They say rough tough.
But
rough buff.
Rough buff.
That's why I asked for
like
a little
Buffalo.
clarification.
Rough buff.
That's why I asked for a little clarification.
They'd be like, "Yo, where you from, son?" "From rough buff." I'm from
See,
rough
I'd have been
buff.
like,
You know what I'm
"Excuse
saying?
me, where is that?"
You know what I'm saying?
Then you say
But don't get it
Buffalo?
twisted. Don't get it twisted. Buffalo is like a New York City with a slum whatchamacallit to it. Like a slum swag.
I'm not sure if slum is a
You know what I'm saying?
swag that you want.
Look,
No,
I was searching
no.
my brain.
Well, okay, I'm sorry.
Slum meant dirty
Not a
to me.
swag. But a Baltimore style.
I know what you mean.
Neighborhood.
I know what you mean. It's like I think every state has a city like this to where people just like, yo, it's all right, but it just seems real hood.
The whole city?
Yeah.
Like, not the whole city, but you just feel, it's just like a hood feel to it. And, yo, I love Duval. I used to live in Jacksonville. I fucks with Jacksonville. But between, like, I've been to Tampa, I've been to Tallahassee, I've been to Orlando, I've been to Miami, and Jacksonville seems like the grimy place in Florida. Like, that seems like the most hood in Florida.
You haven't been to Data County yet, have you?
Where?
Data County. You know where Trick Daddy from? Like where Trick Daddy originally from?
Yeah, that's the Miami area. That's the Miami area.
Yeah, where they eat mayonnaise sandwiches.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
See, the thing is with Miami, there's different areas. You know, so there's the hood areas, there's the rich areas, but just Jacksonville in general, just driving through there, just the way the highways are designed, it just makes it feel like it's grimy. Just by the way the highways, just driving through the city.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even just driving on the highways seem gloomy to me.
No, okay. It's got a real gloom, real gloom to it.
Right,
okay.
and that's kind of how I picture you kind of describing Buffalo or Baltimore.
Yeah.
Tough buff.
Rough buff.
Rough buff.
But listen.
Tati can't get over that nickname. She can't get over that nickname.
That shit is lame. Don't ever walk up to me saying no shit.
But listen, yo, Tati, that rough buff is not a place to play around.
Hey, Beez, I'll tell you this. Yo, with all due respect to Buffalo, if you go to
Khary.
any other state, like if you go to Florida, if you go to North Carolina, if you go to Cali and they say, yo, I'm from Rough Buff.
Yo. We gonna laugh at you.
They gonna be like, pause, nigga.
We gonna laugh at you. This nigga is telling jokes right now.
No, that shit might fly in Buffalo.
That shit
because
don't fly
that's just
in
what they call it, you know. But outside of it, because that's why I asked you to clarify, because it shit sound crazy to me.
Nah, I'm not gonna care.
They do.
That type of shit up there is weird to us down here. Like,
listen.
Rough
check.
buff. Tough buff.
It's weird to us. It's weird to us in New York City. You gotta understand. Buffalo about another 12 hours from us. You feel what I'm saying? Buffalo about another 12 hours from here.
Which is crazy in itself. Like, you don't realize how big New York is until you're like, okay, I'm going from the city to Buffalo, and that's just like a day drive. Like, that shit is crazy. But my brother used to go to school up in Oswego. That's like right near Niagara Falls, right near the Canada border. This nigga was like an 8-hour drive from home. 8, 9, 10-hour drive from home.
Fam. You know when I was in the mountains and I knew I was deep in the mountain? Mm-hmm. When they was like, yo, you see that water over there? And I'm like, yeah. They like, oh, that's Lake Erie. God damn. I'm deep.
But you know what? Back to Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs, yeah.
I saw some pictures online where they still performed. Right, where they said he still performed, though he was a little swole looking in the pictures. I'm not sure if it was Photoshop. I'm not sure if it was real pictures, but he was a little swole. When I say swole, he wasn't rough buff swole. He was like face beat up swole.
Oh no.
I did see a video of him talking shit in a jewelry store in Buffalo.
I'm sorry, Cheryl.
With sunglasses on. So when I saw the sunglasses, I kind of assumed, he might have been lumped up a little bit and just kind of covering up like a boxer. But because I said that, let me let y'all niggas know, ain't nobody fuck me up. These glasses ain't knowing to cover up my eyes from being puffy and beat up. I'm just a cool ass nigga. I could wear sunglasses in the crib.
So he got his ass beat?
For being puffy.
Yeah, he got his ass beat. But a bunch of niggas was jumping on him, yo. Like
really?
Yo.
They was wailing on that
guy. His bodyguard was getting beat up, which is weird. His bodyguard's getting like, people are hitting the bodyguard and the bodyguard's trying to pick Freddie Gibbs up off the floor. And they're not picking him up because somebody punched him and he fell. It was just like so many people trying to grab him. He's trying to back up and like get his foot in and just like kind of slips type of shit. It's not like somebody just punched him and he fell like, oh my God, they hit me in my face. You know, that didn't happen. I didn't see that. Though he could have said that. I just don't know. I didn't hear it. I'm just speculating.
Not his bodyguard getting beat up.
Yeah, which was wild to me. Which was wild to me because the bodyguard should be swinging on everybody.
Yeah, you fired.
Yo, listen, you supposed to be.
You about to lose.
Yo, what? What, nigga? Yes. I'll be, and when we be leaving, I'll be holding my eye and shit. I'll be like, nigga, you about to lose your job. Yeah, nigga, that's my new track, nigga. You about to lose your job.
You was fired as hell. How we both get beat up?
And I'm assuming
you to not get beat up.
Assuming it's the security guard because if it was his homeboy, I think he would have been a little more fresh and had on some jewels as well. He just looked like a big Puerto Rican nigga that had his back.
So wait, let me ask you something. This is New
York. He looked like Big Rob.
Man. So this is New York. Bodyguards
This is upstate New York.
Bodyguards,
upstate New York.
They're carrying guns.
It's upstate New York.
I think the bodyguard carrying. Okay, I don't think just because you're a bodyguard you get to carry a gun. You gotta, for New York State at least, you gotta fill out a bunch of paperwork to kind of prove that's your profession and this and that, and go through a whole bunch of shit. You gotta jump through a whole bunch of hoops to actually be registered to carry a gun legally in New York.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Do anything in New York, you gotta jump through hurdles.
Security here at a club, they have guns, you know?
Yeah.
But then again, we all are licensed. We, can carry. So security guards, they can't carry guns. He didn't have a gun? They getting jumped?
Probably not.
So what is he? Wait a minute.
Probably not.
So bodyguards in New York, if they're not licensed to have a gun, how exactly are they guarding? How is the guarding of the body happen?
They're not just there to beat people up if they come at you. They're there a lot of times to keep people away from you. And a majority of the time, there isn't violence going on. They're just like pretty much keeping people back. They don't really get into physical altercations a whole lot, in my opinion.
So there's a difference between a bodyguard and security.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's where I was lost.
And then even the security.
Yeah. If they were security.
But also even the term security is used loosely because security is all over the place with flashlights, no guns.
Flashlights.
Yeah.
Top flight is everywhere.
Yeah,
top flight security, not just the mall. The world, Craig. The world.
No. So up in New York, niggas really ain't safe. That's
Yo,
what that sounds
you got
like.
security in the stores in New York that don't have no gun. They don't even have flashlights. All they have is like a little tag that says that they work there and they're security.
You just got to make sure these... That is crazy to me.
Yeah. See, New York is very different when it comes to gun laws. And we're going to talk about this later, too, when we get back into Buffalo, which is wild. Like, this whole shooting happened and niggas decide to jump Freddie Gibbs. But that's something totally different. We're going to get into that a little later. But yeah. Gun laws is crazy. You can be security and not carry a gun. There's a lot of security out here that don't carry guns.
Why the fuck would I want security that don't have a gun?
Because
some of them niggas be Steven Seagal up this motherfucker.
Because they have size and they're intimidating.
If a nigga pull up with a gun, what is my security supposed to do if he don't have a gun?
The hope is the security sees it happen first, sees something about to happen ahead of time and kind of shut it down, whatever Steven Seagal kung fu moves he has.
That's crazy. But I would not feel
check
safe.
Check it. Tati looking for a bodyguard like Kevin Costner.
Yeah, she looking for
in the movie
Costner.
The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. Like she looking for somebody to protect her like Whitney Houston and shit in The Bodyguard.
Every security person I know, they carry guns.
But you're in Florida.
I know, and that's why I'm surprised because in New York it's like
check this.
You just supposed to get saved from an ass beating, but that's why security got beat up too, though.
Yeah.
Why are you hiring people that can't fight?
Here's the thing. The assumption in New York is everybody's a law-abiding citizen. So they say, hey, guns are illegal. Hey, nobody has guns. That's their thought, you know. But yeah, Freddie Gibbs got jumped. I don't think they stopped his flow. He did buy more jewelry. He said, oh, y'all ain't got no jewelry. Show some pictures or videos of that shit, motherfuckers, because y'all ain't got shit. He said that. He bought some more jewelry. And then he performed as well that evening.
Where's Freddie Gibbs from?
I forget exactly. And I kind of know it because he was actually on this season of Snowfall. And
Gary, Indiana.
That's where he's from. And where they was talking about
he's from Mike Jack land.
Yep. When they was going to on the show where they was talking about expanding to was Gary, Indiana, and I think that's why they brought him, because he's like the most prominent face from Gary, Indiana. That might get some more people to come watch the show. But yeah, let's move it on. And we're gonna move it on now into this. This smells good over here, man. You know what I'm saying? This marble cake smells pretty marvelous. Pretty marvelous. You know, I actually posted a video last night, and Killah Koffee actually re-Instagrammed, re-storied it. Whatever what is the word for that when you repost somebody? Is it just repost?
Repost.
Share's the word.
Repost, share. All the
Here goes 1 cup.
That light was blinding me.
Here goes 2 cups. You said the light was blinding you?
Yeah.
So now you got like all red on you now.
Do I need to turn it up brighter?
Let me see. Now let me know how this should go. How's that light for you?
That's cool.
That's cool? All right, cool.
I like the red, though.
You like the red? How about you turn the other one? Why is that one so... Did you turn that red?
I turned it down.
Did you turn the red one up?
No. I just turned the white one down.
Okay.
Yo, I didn't know y'all was living like that in New York. I'm very, very surprised. So if you got beef with somebody, like, you don't expect... that's crazy. That's craziness.
How much sugar would you like in your coffee?
Lots
of sugar?
That is crazy.
So you want coffee for your sugar or sugar in your coffee?
Coffee for my sugar.
Coffee.
Yeah, you got your own risk in New York, yo.
That's crazy as hell. So nobody ever thinks that they would ever like.
We're gonna talk about it a little later. And Beez, you gotta learn how to use a mute button, man.
Beez is
I can't get to it. I'm sorry, I couldn't get to it.
I'm not mad. That was me a few minutes ago. That blunt kicked my ass.
I sometimes.
And that's what it is.
I try to mute it though.
No, I had these killer staircases. That bleach is all up in my system right now. It's still choking me. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm just stuck. This man and his bodyguard got beat up.
So now, do you want your coffee black, or do you want some milk added to it?
Almond milk.
You gotta at least take a sip of it black. You gotta at least take a sip of it black just to see like what it really is.
Just to get the actual flavor, huh?
Flavor, yeah.
Yo, they over here in the chat. They over here in the chat judging my my sugar pouring.
Khary is on your ass.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rewind it so I can see how you
what the fuck is this sugar pouring? Testing marble cake or diabetes?
How much sugar you put in my cup? I was joking.
Cheryl Barrow said, "Damn, Khary, that's a lot of sugar." It's not a lot of sugar. It was like 4 tablespoons. I guess that might sound like a lot of sugar. 4 tablespoons. I do got some almond milk though.
They said you ruined the coffee already.
That's more sugar.
I don't think
more sugar.
Would you like to taste it black real quick? Would you like to take a sip black?
Okay. ruin my coffee?
No, your coffee is not ruined. So let's see. Let me see. How can I
Starbucks would never.
I gotta set this up over here. So she got her marble cake, her Khary's Crib cup that you can buy online at kharyscrib.com. I would tell you the price, but I forgot. But I'm gonna take it. I don't ever drink coffee black. I don't ever drink coffee black.
Yeah, you just gotta take that first sip just to see what it's like.
I know. I don't ever take it black, but I'm gonna be a black man tonight and drink this black.
You gonna be a black man tonight?
Well, I'm always a black man, but
okay.
Black coffee.
This coffee is hot as hell, y'all.
I tell you what.
If I sip this, I'm not gonna be able to taste anything for the rest of the night. Don't burn the hell.
I tell you what.
Nah, you be all right. Just don't burn your tongue, my nigga.
Yo. I tell you, you know what?
It's good. It's really sweet, Khary.
You know what? You know what this coffee does not need?
What?
Almond milk. But you know what? I want to do another test. So Tati, you tell these people what you think of this coffee right now that you're sipping, because we're gonna do a test real quick.
All right, so my coffee is really sweet, actually, guys. I think Khary did put a lot of sugar in here, but the flavor is really good. It tastes exactly how it smelled. You think that's the good explanation?
See,
it tastes exactly how it smelled.
Yes, I do think that's a good explanation. But because y'all was talking shit, because y'all was talking shit about the way I put sugar in my coffee, I went and got me another glass, and now I'm just gonna pour the remainder.
Yo,
I'm gonna
see what it tastes like.
I'm gonna pour the remainder.
Like without the sugar.
Exactly.
That yeah.
Exactly.
You said you think you make a Kool-Aid.
Khary said Khary think he make a Kool-Aid. Yeah, that's how I used to make Kool-Aid back in the days. Wayne says, Khary, let me teach you how to make coffee. A hint of sugar, a hint of any kind of dairy or almond milk or something, but not that much. That's too much. God damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let me rewind this video. I really want to see how he was pouring this sugar. Because you know what? When I got the cup, I'm not going to lie, the spoon was a little heavy at the bottom. Trying to stir it was
you got syrup in the bottle. You got coffee syrup in the bottle.
It was a little heavy.
Okay, so here goes straight black marble cake, no sugar, no cream, just the flavor, baby. Flavor. You know what?
Man, now this sounds like an ad.
Nah, yo. When I posted it yesterday, motherfucker hit me back and said, super flavorful, you're gonna love it. So I wanted to get the exact term he used, super flavorful, because I'm going to taste this. Let me see if it's super flavorful. You know, this is not an ad, but God damn it, they should pay me for some shit like this, huh? Let's see. Let me put this back while I slurp, pause this coffee.
You know? Goodbye. Not pause. Khary, that was a lot of sugar. Oh my God.
It's a bit hot. Oh, but it does have flavor. Let's see. Okay, you want to taste some straight? Some straight marble cake?
Listen, I'm watching you pour this sugar on my phone. That is crazy. That was a whole lot of sugar.
God damn. Fuck.
That was a soup spoon you using over there trying to.
Okay, so.
See what I'm saying?
It was four big ass soup spoons, not teaspoons that you put in the damn coffee.
That nigga had a mallet like he was selling coke or something on top of that shit, yo.
Like, God damn, he was still going.
Somebody make a clip and send it to me. Send it to Khary's Crib at Gmail.
God damn, this is hot.
It is.
Yeah, mine.
Oh, she Martining over there. She over there like Martin. what did it do? What did it do?
Guys, to be fair, I'm not a coffee drinker, so black coffee is not for me.
It's
not.
not.
I will pour my own sugar this time, please.
but I need to know, like, did you get the same marble cake flavorfulness with no sugar and all that?
I tell you what.
Was there a sweet? Was there a hint of the marble cake? What?
I'll say this. For me personally, I got a little more coffee now. I'll fill this. I'll top this off a little bit.
Must be good to somebody in there.
I tell you what. I'm not a coffee drinker neither. And when I say I'm not a coffee drinker, I'm lying. I've tried black coffee before. And you know how I can't like fake my face when I take a shot of alcohol and it tastes like shit and my mouth wants to be like, ugh. That's what black coffee makes me do. And sipping this coffee, God damn, that was hot. Oh shit, here you go.
Man, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Because it's hot.
I don't want no black coffee. This shit was gross.
No, it wasn't.
It was bitter.
It was coffee, but
I don't like coffee.
It didn't make me like. Add a little bit of sugar, you'll like it because
I'm gonna add some sugar.
But the amount of sugar I added to my I'm gonna be up all night.
Beez, we should have got you some so you could taste it.
They got diabetes in a cup. I'm telling you, I'm going to the store
with the sugar I got. Oh my God, baby!
Can you pass me the almond milk, please?
You don't,
I'm going to the store. And we're going to put it on Leave the Foodies.
Yo, you don't need it. Add sugar. You don't need milk.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I'll just add a little splash.
Yo, almond milk, you don't need sugar.
Splash.
That's how I feel.
A little splash.
With almond milk, you don't need sugar.
With almond milk, I don't need sugar.
Little splash.
I'm going to put a little sugar.
You got the sweetened vanilla. If you got the unsweet, you may need like a scoop of sugar. But if you got the sweetened vanilla, all right, see, now you don't need no sugar. Watch, you making diabetes. Then you already got that syrup in the bottom.
No, she got a fresh new cup right now. She got a fresh new cup.
Yeah, that other one was really.
Yeah, she got a fresh new cup.
So now my coffee look like me.
That's cute. Her coffee look gorgeous. That's what she's saying.
All right, let's see. More sugar.
Just a little more sugar.
No, a little more sugar, right?
I feel like I work at. I feel like a barista.
And you know that's
now.
the thing with coffee. Like people be like, "Yo, I drink coffee to stay up," and so forth. You gotta understand like this: when you drinking coffee to stay up, you don't put no sugar, none of that. That's why people be like, "Yo, let me get it black."
Really?
That's when you trying to stay up. Yeah. See, because when you put the sugar in there, the sugar with the caffeine, it gives you like this quick rush.
Tati was dancing. Then get her dancing.
Then you go down, and the only way you could stay up with that coffee is you got to keep drinking the same thing with the sugar. Keep drinking it, keep drinking it, keep drinking it, keep drinking it, keep drinking it.
I'm one of those people.
It's not like how you could get one cup, and like one cup could do you like 4 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
To when you put that sugar in, now you repeating that shit. Like you got to keep repeating that process.
So then that explains why whenever I drive like from New York to Florida straight nonstop, and I start getting tired, and I'm like, you know what? Let me go get some coffee. And I always say to myself, you know what? This coffee don't ever work like the movies. Motherfuckers be dead tired in the movies. They drink a cup of coffee, and all of a sudden they wide awake. Me, I drink a cup of coffee, and I be like, I need more coffee because this shit ain't doing a goddamn thing. This was like me drinking a Pepsi.
The one time
because the caffeine of the sugar. The caffeine of the sugar is more powerful than the caffeine in the coffee, which is the bug shit. The coffee by itself, the caffeine is extraordinary. But once you add sugar, it's like, it's tainting it. And you just really getting the rush of staying up from the sugar.
Yeah. So if you ever drink cat shit coffee, make sure you add sugar to it.
It's called cat shit coffee?
No, they got some special names for
okay.
it. But
I forgot what's the name of that shit. That shit good as a motherfucker though. I'll tell you like that.
But I will say this though. I will say this. This shit did not make me feel bitter when I drank it straight. I thought it was a good coffee. I'll probably order me another couple bags. But I be drinking coffee in the morning now, and I be on my meetings and shit, you know, and shit.
There's nothing wrong, There's nothing wrong with a good cup of Java.
And they got a dope ass logo. They did Ghostface Killah like the Wu-Tang logo, a little something there. So I fucks with it, man. I fucks with it. You know, I thought that was interesting. Shit.
Java with Java in the morning is crazy.
I tell you, that's.
You know what's the best thing you could do in the morning? Yo,
was good. What's that?
A sativa blunt, blunt, and some coffee in the morning. Man. Oh man, your day,
Let me
man,
get some tea.
So motivated.
Let me get a sativa blunt and some tea in the morning.
Sativa blunt and some tea.
Yeah, but the tea gotta have a little bit of caffeine in it.
My day is
the tea gotta have a little caffeine in it. It can't be like the complete herbal. Like you can't have a blunt in the morning and have some Calmine tea or whatever. Why? Nah, that shit too relaxing, my nigga. Nah, that shit too relaxing.
I love
but that shit is some relaxing shit. That's the night shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'll drink
That's like you do a blunt and that at night. But in the morning, you need a little kick. You need a little kick ass.
Green tea has some caffeine in it.
Yeah, green tea got some. It got antioxidants, so the antioxidants really help.
I'll take that in the morning. Y'all can keep the coffee. I'm really not a coffee drinker. I'm really not. My
I drink all that
really
shit.
Sweet.
I switch.
Yeah. I don't get the coffee thing just yet. Don't taste very well to me. The few times I have drank coffee, it's been like I won't do an energy drink because it makes my heart beat too fast, and that just
I don't fuck with them.
That'd be too much for me. So when I do get a coffee, if I absolutely need it, it's with like a shot of espresso or two. And that works for me.
That's a whole different. It's a whole different world now. We talking.
You know what? Can you take
they got
my
Woo
shot
espresso?
Glass?
Say what?
Can you take my shot glass and fill it up with some? What did I get tonight? Cognac.
All right, Beez. Let me ask you a question.
I think I got some cognac.
Holla.
Yeah.
All right.
I got bourbon.
If we wanted Hennessy,
coffee,
and you go to the store, and there is no Hennessy, what do you choose next?
What's the Hennessy alternative?
To you want like a cognac alternative or just a brown alternative? It don't have to be
cognac. Just any alternative. The next best thing. What are you getting?
Oh, I go to Jack.
Period.
Period. I go to Jack.
You know what? I knew I fuck with Beez. If they don't have Hennessy, Khary. Get Jack.
Why are you pointing?
You get whiskey then.
Yeah,
Daniel.
Yes.
You get Jack. If there's no Jack, you get J-Mo.
Yes.
Okay.
Beez understands, bro.
Yeah.
Those are two totally.
If they don't have Jack, we drinking Jameson.
Nah, yo.
All night.
So like
listen,
if I went
when there's no yak, you go whiskey, my nigga. You go whiskey.
Now, Beez, you said when there's no yak. Now, if I go to the store and I'm going there to buy Hennessy, and I say I want to drink Hennessy and I want to drink dark tonight, and if they don't have Hennessy, I'm probably gonna pick up Douce.
Yeah.
It's a preference thing. It don't mean it's right, but like just preference wise. If there's no Hennessy, I would like for you. Our next best thing is whiskey. It's Jack.
Or
Jameson. And then we could think about Douce.
This is
because like
this is Tati training my memory bank to pick up Jack in the future when there's no Hennessy.
Because like check it. Like when it comes to that, like I be on, if I want Hennessy, I'll be on something, I want Hennessy that night. So that's what I want to drink. I don't want to drink nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I be like, oh, Dose is the go-to. Nah. there's nights where I want dose. I don't want no fucking Henny. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then there's nights where if I can't get either, I'm going Jack. There's nights where I just be like, know what? I don't feel like spending that Henny money. So see, my friends, guess what? We're gonna get some Jack.
They'll go to. I've had people pick up, like, they were out of Hennessy, so they picked up goddamn Paul. What is that? Paul Mason. No.
That's young nigga. That's my young nigga shit.
What's the one I hate?
That's the young nigga shit. Which one?
I took 2 shots of that shit.
E&J?
No, that bullshit too. But what's the one?
Easy, Jesus.
Cavassier.
You know what happens?
That shit is the worst.
You know what happens when you drink Cavassier?
Oh my God.
You know what happens when you drink Cavassier?
I know what happened.
What?
See, I wish Tati wouldn't have said I know what happens, because now I can't even use the Leon Phelps line really good now, you know? I was gonna say, you do it in the butt.
Oh, wow. You know? Okay, I don't know what happened, but I had a hangover the next day, and I only took like 2 shots. The next day, my head was hurting. I was vomiting all day.
Cavassier. Cavassier is some old nigga shit. That's what the old
ever. If they are out of Hennessy, we going to Jack.
Like, you know what's so crazy? The song Pastor Cavassier was a hot ass song, but nobody really drank that shit. It was just a hot song.
And you know when that song came out? That song came out shortly after Leon Phelps, The Lover Man. What was it called?
The Ladies Man.
The Ladies Man.
Niggas wasn't drinking Cavassier in the video. They just had the bottles there.
Probably
I bet
not.
They was sick the next day.
Yo, B, what's going on in your hood tonight? Your hood sounds lit tonight, yo.
Damn, yo, I don't even know, yo. Listen, it's so crazy. Like, it'd be some nights it'd be cool as shit, and then it'd be other nights you'd be like, what the fuck?
Sean over here says, yo, Paul Masson was the very first drink to make me throw up, and I swore I would never touch it again.
Mm-hmm. That is me. That is me with Cavassier. Never will I ever.
My cousin used to drink Paul Masson, and he used to have a game he would play called Get on the Boat. It was a drinking game. I'm going to play that game one night with some people. That should be a fun game. But you know what? Let's move it on. I'm not sure how we got on the alcohol topic, but that was a little fun. Let's jump into it. Is Verzuz...
we get into some alcohol stories one night.
Is Verzuz a rap? And I asked this because there was a Verzuz that happened this weekend between Cypress Hill and Onyx. And a lot of people did not, 1, know what's happening, and 2, they didn't know where to watch it. You know why? Because this was the first Verzuz that did not get displayed on Instagram. In order to watch it, you had to be subscribed to Triller to watch this fight. To watch this battle. And what made me say fight was because the battle was kind of like a side card of a boxing match. So it was like the entertainment portion of a boxing match, and it was like the sideshow. It wasn't really the main attraction. You know, Be Real actually has some stuff to say. Be Real is the front man of Cypress Hill. You know, the one with the nostril type flow. He actually tweeted, I have to say, although it was great to rock with our brothers Onyx in the Verzuz battle, I feel like Verzuz shorted us all by not running it on IG Live like all other battles. They made it a pay-per-view event and made the battle a sideshow for the boxing matches instead, in my opinion. You know, DJ Ski said both groups are iconic, and unfortunately, no one even knew this was happening. I would have watched if I knew. And a lot of people had the same sentiments. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't know where to watch it. You had to now all of a sudden be subscribed to some service called Triller, and actually, in order to actually watch it, they didn't show it on Instagram. They didn't show it on Facebook. They didn't show it on YouTube. They didn't show it on anywhere that people were used to watching it, but instead had it exclusively on Triller. And Beez, you got to tell the people out there to stop killing each other tonight, because they got them sirens going crazy.
I don't even know, yo. And the shit is, my street should be closed right now.
That's crazy.
So what do y'all think? Do y'all think Verzuz is dead? Do you think it's dying? Do you think it can be resurrected? Was it only a pandemic thing?
You know what?
Go ahead, Beez.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I think it was only a pandemic thing. Everybody, like, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people are back outside now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So before, like, it was, yo, this artist is against this artist, but you in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really do nothing because a lot of shit ain't open like that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't have nothing much to do. If I ain't gonna watch this, I might as well watch this. Then it's on, people streaming it on IG. You know, like how you streamed and so forth with the, you feel what I'm saying? Like it's like, yo. But now it's like, and I feel like they don't have enough prevalent artists for the Verzuz right about now, if that's the right word to say.
Relevant, I think you was trying to, was that what you meant?
Relevant, yeah. Well,
I think they have enough, because Verzuz is you don't have to be a today artist. I think Onyx and Cypress Hill was a good matchup. I just think what they're doing with it now is just totally taking it out of what people knew it as. And I agree with you. I definitely think pandemic definitely had a lot to do with it. And what about you, Tati? What was your thoughts?
I was gonna agree. I think it was just a pandemic thing. I think Verzuz started out, it wasn't even Verzuz at first. It just kind of happened. Mm-hmm. And then it got popular, and then they made it into Verzuz for the pandemic. And even that was reaching a little bit at times, you know? And
when you really think about it, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm listening.
Now, I was just gonna say, when you really think about it, pandemic wise, it's really two beat makers made a phone call to one another, and then went on IG Live and just started going at each other with their music.
I'm talking about Swizz,
you know what I'm saying? And then Swizz and Timberland, and then everybody was like, oh,
right.
This one. You know what I'm saying? Like, because even think about it, the D Nice, party is not even the same since the pandemic let up.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Some things I would say social media wise were just big for the pandemic, and that's just what it is. You need another pandemic for that type of action.
Yeah, right. I think that it was they were already trying to figure out how to make it grow. And honestly, I feel like they were just listening to the people on social media. Because every time people would talk about Verzuz, oh, you should pair this artist with this artist. Or you guys should have, I remember when they had the basketball Verzuz, that was somebody on Twitter that tweeted it, and then they did it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they were just doing whatever the audience wanted to see anyway. So it's like they didn't really know where it would grow. They're just trying to ride the wave, and I feel like the wave is over.
Right.
Yeah, especially if you're doing shit like that. We're not paying a subscription to see fucking Verzuz battles. We're not doing that. So I agree. I think that was unfair to them.
Especially when you could go outside now.
Right.
Fuck that shit.
See, but not only the pandemic, but one of the things that also killed it was it became corporate. A company paid them money for rights to the name. And the company was like, hey, how do we get back our money on this investment if we're giving it away for free on IG? If we're not actually forcing people to come to our platform, how do we make money? So this is them trying to force people to pay money to come to their platform so they can get a return on their investment. But the corporate people didn't recognize the effect the pandemic had on this being a thing, where the pandemic had an effect on a lot of things. Like on Friday, we spoke about there being a shortage of baby formula, where the pandemic contributed to that because people were buying up baby formula, which was screwing up these companies making the proper forecasts on how much to make and things like that. So that kind of contributed to it. And same thing with Verzuz, they saw this influx. Oh, look at all these millions of people watching these Verzuz live. We can translate those viewers. If we can translate just 10% of those viewers over the Triller, we can make back our investment plus more.
You see, they just made a YouTube page.
Yeah.
Just made a YouTube page.
Yeah. But a lot of people didn't transition.
Right.
And that's
one of the... They waited too long. They were just trying to see where it went.
Mm-hmm. But that's also one of the pitfalls of using Instagram as a marketing tool, but also one of the benefits for Instagram itself. Because you can start this whole big thing, you can get all of these people here, but now you have no way of sending them anywhere you want them to go. If you want to do anything, you got to keep it within that Instagram platform if you want to try to figure out how to monetize that. Because there will be a couple of people that's savvy that'll say, you know what, I rock with this and I'm going to figure out where I can follow this. But the majority of people just don't have that much want to follow it. If it ain't somewhere that's super simple for me to get to, oh well.
I mean, I think that's social media. I think that's the times that we're in right now. Like, people's attention span is short. Yeah. So it's like, all right, if you're not making good content and then also you're trying to send, again, like if I see a video that's longer than a minute, even if it is a minute, for me to watch it for a minute, you know how Instagram pops up and it has that button that says continue watching or some shit like that? Mm-hmm. If it's not interesting, I'm not clicking that button. Mm-hmm. Like my attention, I'm going to keep scrolling. So it's like, I think also Instagram is good for this type of stuff to blow it up. But at the same time, you just have to keep up with the trend, because at the moment, we could be on Verzuz today and now everybody's not interested. They're on to the next big thing. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I feel like all of this time they've been trying to just keep riding the wave. I think they should have been trying to figure out the next big thing or the next, turn Verzuz into something bigger rather than, right. I mean, maybe that's what they were trying to do with this, but I mean, I'm not getting a Triller subscription.
For one. Yeah, it's like, okay, I was going to say I'm not going to get something for one particular thing, but I did subscribe to Zeus for one particular thing.
Yeah?
And I subscribed to Zeus so I can watch Jocelyn's show, and I never actually started watching Jocelyn's show. But I subscribed to it for that one particular thing. But Verzuz doesn't happen often enough for me to subscribe to it.
Random.
I don't know what other content is on there. I've never actually heard any other content on there except for a couple of boxing matches of people I never even heard of that I'm not even really interested in watching. They don't really have the super big names that I want to see fight. I'm a boxing fan, but I'm not a boxing fan like I used to be. Like I used to watch people box that I never even knew. Yeah, I think your town is on fire, Beez, and you might not know.
Yo, I don't know what the hell is going on. Yo, it ain't even hot outside.
Yeah, he said it ain't hot outside. When it get hot, people get crazy.
Yeah.
In New York?
Yo,
yeah. New York
Y'all
gets
get
stupid.
crazy, no guns? I don't believe it.
Listen, listen. Check it out like this.
No,
listen,
we're gonna talk about it later.
Next Tuesday, I guarantee you something crazy. I'm gonna have something crazy to tell you because Saturday is supposed to be 89 degrees. Something's going down.
Yeah.
Seasonal thieves.
Which is wild. You would think it would be
seasonal
the opposite.
Criminals.
Yeah.
See, if nothing happens, I'll be happy and amazed. But it's too hot. And yo, listen, this is like this time, niggas is really gonna be able to be outside. Everybody's just really getting back outside. But that's a whole nother thing. But sorry.
Let's see. Oh, Cheryl over here says Jocelyn's show was great. They came down here last week to one of the strip clubs, and she said I missed them. She's mad I missed them. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Does an LLC make you a business owner? And what made me ask this question was the slutty vegan founder, Pinky Cole, gifted Clark Atlanta University graduates with an LLC. You know, and people were all up and like celebrating, oh, everybody over there got a business, they got their own LLC, this and that, and blah, 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 you know? And I was like, yo, that's dope. That's dope that everybody has an LLC. But just having an LLC doesn't make you a business owner, you know? Having an LLC is one thing. Actually having a business is something totally different. Business, you actually have to sell something or offer some type of services or goods, you know? So I'm not mad at her gifting people with LLCs. That's a start. But a lot of people think just having an LLC makes it a business. It's not a business. It's a legal entity that has like certain characteristics that a corporation and a partnership or a sole proprietorship kind of separates that from your personal assets and shit like that. But it's not a business. You know? That makes sense.
I think
I got you.
I think in a way, I didn't see any comments or anything about this, but I think that she pretty much just waived their startup. You know, so when they are, if 5 years, 2 years down the line, they know what type of business they want. They have the LLC. They just have to do the rest of the work to get it started. So I think that was the point of her doing it.
Right.
I don't know if people really, really like literally thought that she gave them a whole business plan, business structure. But I think, you know, she gave them a business. It's like she's encouraging more entrepreneurs to, you know, with whatever they wanted to do.
Right.
Kind of just left it open for them to decide what kind of business they want to, you know, start up.
Right. Which I think that was the point of what she was doing. But I think a lot of people just assumed that now all these people are millionaires because they have a business. Or on their road to being a millionaire because all of a sudden they have an LLC.
IDK. I'm not sure. I don't know what they thought. But I think that's pretty dope though. Just teaching, because honestly, growing up, nobody ever encouraged me to start a business. Honestly, growing up, I thought you did have to be a millionaire to own a business. Not a millionaire per se, but you had to have a lot of money to own a business. And I think because, of course, growing up and you know, learning about businesses, I think this is also the time where small business is huge. Our kids now we're seeing young entrepreneurs too. There's teenagers becoming millionaires off of businesses, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not off of businesses, but like becoming millionaires from their craft, like being entrepreneurs. So it's like now you're introducing entrepreneurship to kids at a young age, like showing them that it is possible. It is within your reach. I feel like that's dope as fuck because we didn't get that. I honestly, I would have never thought that I would own a business.
Mm-hmm.
Being, growing up, I would have could never imagine it. I think that's fire.
Right. Now, when I was young,
mm-hmm.
I didn't get taught about starting a business or encouraged to start a business. My pops told me I needed to have a hustle.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to figure out what that hustle was. He didn't tell me whether that hustle was going to be legal or illegal. I had to figure that out myself. Him and my mom had an argument one time about him using the word hustle to me. He's going to get the wrong idea for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have hustles very early on. I started my first business probably when I was like 12 or 13. And I was selling like bootleg movies. I was selling bike parts. I was making business cards. I had my first actual job was delivering newspapers, penny savers. I actually had to deliver them to Beez building. I did that for about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
In my adult life, I had a couple of websites, one of them which was semi-successful. And in my adult life, I've probably had about 3 LLCs. And only one of them I felt like was an actual business.
Okay.
The other 2 were ideas that I formed an LLC for in case the idea worked and became a business. That I could just have my personal and business finances separated real easily with bank accounts and shit like that. But I never actually felt like I had a business until I started making money.
Yeah.
What an LLC does, it lets you say, hey, I'm a CEO. But what good is being a CEO of nothing? You know what I'm saying? You get the paperwork.
That's what I'm saying.
You get the paperwork. You can make yourself, you can title yourself whatever you want.
Your business made $0.
Right.
That's true too.
Technically, you don't even need an LLC to be a CEO. You can just go get yourself a business card made that says CEO.
I think it's like you said, when you were younger, you had a lot of hustles, right? I grew up with, we had candy ladies in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
We had...
That was a hustle.
Yeah, that was a hustle. There was, of course, the drug dealers and shit. There was people at school that used to sell shit that people ran out of. Niggas used to sell pencils,
Mm-hmm.
Niggas used to go, I remember they would go to like 7-Eleven or some shit. They'll buy some stuff and they would steal some shit. And they would come and they would sell it at school. Or they'll take orders the day before. What you want tomorrow morning? All right, bet. I got you. Give me the money. They go and steal the shit, Like, yeah, it wasn't right, but it was a hustle. I think that there's one thing for our community to be full of just hustles. And then there's another thing to encourage these kids to take their hustles and actually turn that into a legitimate business. I feel like that's fire as fuck to even introduce that to the younger generation. Like, okay, yeah, you can hustle, you can make some money, but can you keep that up? Can you be consistent? Can you be dedicated? Because being an entrepreneur is a lot of work. Like you said, sometimes you will have a LLC and you won't make no money, but that falls on you and your dedication and your discipline to your craft. So I think introducing entrepreneurship, especially from her, like her story, as well as her, I don't know if he's her husband yet, but her husband's story, they came from, I believe he said at one point he was living on the street and just took a chance, So to teach that to these younger kids and then, let them know like, hey, this is waiting on you when you figure it out and when you're ready. I think that's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome as hell. How old were the kids?
Say that one more time.
How old were the kids? Do we know?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Check this out though. There's a study that says 140,000 Americans who earn $1.58 million per year. Researchers found that the typical rich American is, in their words, the owner of a regional business, such as an auto dealer or a beverage distributor. Mm-hmm. It's businesses like that are making people millions and making them millionaires and making them quote unquote rich. Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily the
Coca-Colas, the Pepsis.
No, not the Coca-Cola and the Pepsis.
Those are big business.
Right. Those are big corporations. The average rich American is a person that owns like Bob Johnson's Toyota dealership. Person like that. A person that might have 2 or 3 McDonald's in the area. They might buy one McDonald's 1 year, 5 years later buy another McDonald's. Within 10, 20 years, they might have 5, 6 McDonald's, and now they're making millions. Gotcha. So it's not necessarily somebody that invented the pet rock. Those aren't the average millionaires, the people with the big ideas. The average millionaires are people that are running businesses that are businesses everywhere. It's not this whole unique niche field or niche idea that they had, It's just, you know what? I'm going to start a plumbing company. And then next thing you know, this guy got 2 plumbing companies and he's making $1 million a year off of plumbing. Businesses like that got people, that has a lot of people rich. It's not the average rich American isn't a basketball player, isn't a rapper, isn't an entertainer. Those are they might be at the top in the earnings, but they're not the average person that makes over $1 million a year. That's not the profession. It's something totally different. But an LLC doesn't make you a business owner, but it's definitely a start, and it's something you definitely need. You don't necessarily need an LLC. You do need some type of business entity to cover your ass, whether it be a partner, whether it be a corporation or LLC. Some states don't allow LLCs depending on what you're doing. I think it might be like Texas or something. If you're offering a service, you got to be like a protective LLC or something like that. But it varies from state to state. But definitely have a business entity when you're ready to start a business and form a business. But I think that's... Wrap it up. Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess that's everything I got for that. Anybody else got anything to add?
I didn't.
No.
All right.
Beez's neighborhood and quiet down.
Yeah.
Probably thank you. Shit.
Taking their ass inside. I keep hearing these sounds like, man, let's get the fuck up out of here, man. Let's move it on. More on a serious note, going back to Buffalo, over the weekend on, I believe, Saturday, a racist white man went to Buffalo, went into a grocery store, started shooting and killing people. And he didn't just kill people randomly. He killed random black people. Black people he came upon, he would shoot and kill. He planned this. He had a manifesto that he was following and one that he created. It was clear that he was racist because the gun that he had nigger written on it, had another racist killer that had killed some people in the past name written on the gun. I'm not going to say his name and give him any respect with that shit. He live streamed it on Twitch. He planned this. He went for reconnaissance. He went and researched this. He thought this through. He actually asked people to review his plan online.
What?
Yeah. There were clips circulating from his Twitch stream where he was walking around with his rifle, his AR, walked up on a white dude. White dude, no. He says, "Oh, I'm sorry." He apologized to him. Walked off and then started killing more black people. You know? This happened in Buffalo. He was arrested. He wasn't killed. And when I say that, because aren't we all surprised that the police just rolled up on him and took him into custody? Or are we not surprised because it was a white
I'm
man?
not surprised that there was no violence.
Look, after repeated behavior, you just can't even be surprised at a point.
You know? And when they arrested him, it's not like he walked out, put his guns down to say, "Here, put me in cuffs." He put a gun.
Tyrone Jackson would have been in the box.
Check it out. He put a gun. He put a gun to his own neck. And you know what the cops did? They convinced him to put the guns down to arrest him. You know? They handled him very delicately. Took him to jail. Interviewed him. Took him to court. Check this shit out. This motherfucker went to court. He went to court after killing 10 people, being caught red-handed with the gun in his hand, body armor on, video of him doing it.
And said not guilty, right?
And went to court and said not guilty.
I bet they don't charge him with a hate crime at all. And you know what? I just saw recently that somebody created a video game, a Kyle Rittenhouse video game, where they're literally like cheering this nigga on. Or some, the little clip I saw, it was like, you know, it's. I feel like this is the trickle down from shit like that.
Yeah.
And seeing that, I mean, we all already knew that a lot of people they do get off for this type of shit, but it's just like, okay, well, we can get away with it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's sickening. It's disgusting.
It is.
I very much encourage people to go get their license, their gun license, if you can in your state.
Yeah, if you can in your state.
But this was in New York, and they couldn't even.
And unfortunately,
right?
New York,
upstate New York,
they couldn't even carry guns.
New York has some of the most restrictive gun laws in the country. You know, and those restrictive gun laws did not stop the Buffalo shooting. You know. Just like red.
He brought the guns from somewhere else, though. Where's he from, though? He wasn't even from New York.
Yeah, I heard
there's a red flag law out there in New York. Let's see. Where is he from?
I heard he came from somewhere else over to New York to do it.
I'm not sure if it was a different state. It might have just been a different city.
Oh, that is terrible. Can you imagine just going to the grocery store? You know?
No, that's terrible. And just the week before this shooting, I actually just picked up a new firearm, you know? And this shooting just made me say, you know what? Yeah, you're definitely getting your concealed weapons license. Yeah. So I could be up in the grocery store getting my vegetables, which I'm lying, I don't really go in the grocery store and go shop like that. I'm in the grocery store getting my 2 green peppers for breakfast. I'm gonna put in some food or something. But I'll be damned if a motherfucker walk up in the store, start shooting, and I can't do a goddamn thing about it.
That's terrible. That is.
But you know what's even more terrible though? Now, say one of those people in the store actually had a gun on them and stopped that man from shooting them.
They would have shot that person.
That happened once?
Not necessarily. Even if they
shot the person.
that did happen before. But even if there was somebody in there that had a gun, but because it's New York, chances are that gun would have been unregistered. Now, if they did become the hero and save the day,
they would be going to jail.
Yes.
That happened with a kid, right? Or some shit. They were getting robbed in a store or something, and the kid, like, kind of briefly went off camera and then shot the dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the pizza nigga. That? He bopped that nigga, yo.
Yeah, and he
the dude was he grabbed his shit from up under the register.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Yep.
That's terrible.
It just says where it happened. It doesn't say where that dude is from, but he's not from New York.
Cheryl says, Cheryl said, DL Hughley posted an image saying white supremacist people are treated nice by the police, but black people are killed by the police, even if they even suspect they have a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, black people are killed by police and they don't even suspect you have a gun. They just suspect you might be tougher than them. You know? This man is big and black. I'm scared. Bang, bang, bang.
But we supposed to trust
him to protect this man is little and black. I'm scared of him. Bang, bang, bang. What you mean? It don't matter. Size doesn't matter. You're black. If you look like you got that superhero, you got a little bit of superhero in you.
See,
and they scared of different shades of black.
See,
too.
but that's the thing though. You don't have to be big.
You don't even have to be big. You just got to be black.
If you're black, you're automatically described as big and black. He was a really short, big black guy.
Short, big black guy.
That's when it becomes he's just black.
But that's facts though.
It don't even matter. That's crazy.
He was a short, big black guy.
Right. You know?
It was a big black midget.
Goodbye, Beez. He was big as hell, huh?
Yeah, and that's crazy because you be like, big black midget.
Beez.
Oh, I'm sorry. Big black dwarf. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm not okay with that term, by the way. I'm not calling somebody a dwarf. That's rude.
So little people?
And
I say little people.
Let me take a look at the chat real quick. Wayne said, didn't something happen in California? Yes, it did, actually. Let's take a call, actually. Area code 585. What's going on? You live at Khary's crib. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm actually calling from Rochester.
Rochester. What's going on? What's your name?
Black man.
All right, black man. What's your thoughts? What we talking about tonight? What you got to say?
Well, it's real out here. I'm less than an hour away from Buffalo. I got people in Buffalo. I got friends in Buffalo. And he actually was planning to come to Rochester. So shit is real, man. It's like I don't know. Like it's really unreal, but it happened, and he was actually supposed to come like maybe like 5-10 minutes from where I'm actually at. So I don't know. It's like it's real, man. Like it's so real. Like
excuse me, black man.
Yeah.
Excuse me, black man. I just have to ask something because you say you're from Rochester. So
yeah, I am.
By any chance he wasn't going to go to the Bay Street area, huh?
No, not Bay Street. It was actually supposed to be the top on West Avenue, West Ave in Bull's Head, I believe Bull's Head Plaza, which is, Rochester and Buffalo is kind of the same. I feel like Buffalo has a little bit more going on because of maybe like the football and Bills, and their downtown is a little bit better, but pretty much like the crime and all that stuff is the same, but it's still a lot of history behind that. Like I had to really learn like the race riot is really what really changed Rochester. Rochester was really like a predominantly white town at one time, and it was the race riot in the 1960s that really changed. I actually have the documentary. It's like it was on WXXI, a real popular publication, but it was basically like a race riot, and it was sparked by, actually I think it sparked Detroit back in the day, But yeah, a lot of people don't know the history, but that's basically what changed the whole city. Like they didn't even have public housing at the time. Like Rochester is really it's maybe like the fifth poorest city in the nation. So it's like high poverty. Like you talk about a shooting almost like every day now. Like last year we had 82 homicides.
Oh wow!
And it's like you could go to West Side, East Side in 10 minutes, you know. So it's really like it's a war zone. Like even like a few weeks ago, like my house, the house next door got shot up like 5 times. So
oh wow,
it's like it's so real out here. Like I don't know what to say. Like I feel like my life ain't gonna be long living here. Like it's really not a game. Like it's tough.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 33.
33. Rochester is 37 miles in size. 82 murders in a year within 32 miles is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real. Yeah, it's like
this is why
I don't even know how to describe it. I have a few people I know that actually died of homicide last year, and and I wanted to kind of add with the whole thing with the person. It actually was a retired, rest in peace to the brother, a retired cop that actually got killed. He was a security guard that actually ran inside the store. He was armed and he did shoot.
You are correct.
But the guy had a bulletproof vest on and hit him a few times, and it didn't land because he had the damn bulletproof vest on.
Right. And earlier in the show, we was actually talking about whether security has carries firearms or not, and I said it depends on the security. And this guy was a retired cop, so that's one of the reasons why he was able to actually carry a gun out there in New York, because he was retired police.
Okay.
Wow.
You know,
that's insane.
To me, it's to the point where I hate to even say it's like I just feel like if you have anything, you got a gun, whether it's legal or it's not legal, like it's still not enough nowadays. And it's like if you tell them you got a gun, they're gonna shoot you. You shoot your head. Like it's a few killings that happened with the police. Like I don't know if you heard about Daniel Prude. That was a big thing. Like our city was like on fire. I never seen nothing like it last year. It was on fire last year because of the whole situation with our mayor. They got our mayor out. It was the first black woman. They got her out, and then they indicted her for her husband and drugs and all this stuff. So it's like we can't have shit. Like anybody that is black and that's in position, it's like our own people would bring them down and we help them, you know. And it's like we just can't. I don't know. It's like it's no beating this shit. I don't know what to say. Like it's like we had Martin, we had Malcolm, you know, and you got our own people that bring our own leaders against each other. Like who's the better? Like shit,
we don't got that no more.
We need all we need. We don't have that. We definitely don't have that. Like we don't have that no more. We don't have them leaders no more.
It's because because nobody wants to be led. Nobody wants to follow nobody. I think social media actually contributes to people thinking, you know what, I can be the leader. Everybody wants to be the leader just because they're on social media and feel like they have a platform to do that now. I think that's one of the problems on why there isn't no quote unquote leader.
Definitely. I agree with that. And I shout out to all of y'all, you know, and I feel like don't ever get discouraged because I know what it's like to kind of like put out great stuff, and then sometimes, you know, we live in a world where it's all about numbers, but you know, it's all about, for me, it's like it's about content, and it's about like just having that integrity and that passion, because you never know, like you could be changing one person's life, and one, just like how he did what he did, that one person, that one soul is somebody out there, that one man, like Martin Luther King, that was one man, you know, but imagine just one person, 10 people, 100 people coming together, and that's what we need in the world. And I think that's what people are scared of. And it's not that, that unity. It's not that, okay, we're getting to come together to go and kill them. It's just the fact that we uniting, you know, and it's sad. Like, Buffalo is one of, like, it's high in crime too, just like Rochester. Like, people are poor, man. People are poor. Like, even, I don't know if you've heard of Benny the Butcher. Like, he's one of the biggest rappers, but he hasn't even came, like, to our city because the violence is that bad. Like, it's like, wow. Yo, I don't know.
It's crazy out there, yo.
Yeah. I'm crazy out there about it. Now let me ask you this, black man. What do they call gangsters out there in Rochester? Beez told us in Buffalo they call themselves rough buffs.
I couldn't even know what to say. I don't know. I hate to say goons, but it's a little Buffalo and Rochester, I don't know. It's a little. They say it's a little secret animosity towards each other, but I don't know.
Okay.
I just feel like we all. I think it's one of those like crabs in the bucket mentality because.
I get it.
It's just it's real small. It's small. It's like upstate. A lot of people don't consider us like from New York because we in upstate.
Right.
you go to New York 6-7 hours away, but
yeah.
I hate to even bring up Benny because I feel like I'm proud of Benny because it's like for so long, you got so much talent here. Like
right.
we talking about
and Benny
tweeted had none since Rick James. Had none since Rick James.
Yeah. Rick James.
Benny kind of validated Benny and Griselda, I think kind of helped validate that upstate New York is still New York.
Yeah.
I think because people in New York City used to be like, oh, they don't even sell y'all the proper Timbs upstate.
You know what? I was gonna say something when Beez was talking about the rough buffs. And he was like, yeah, that's some Buffalo shit. Us New York niggas be confused too. Like they not still from New York. He's like, us New York niggas be confused too. Like that's a whole nother.
There's no disrespect
Buffalo, you say that's North New York. That's upstate.
But like that shit. Like, how do I explain it? Because like, as a dude, like they hustled all up and down this piece. When I was doing my thing, like I done been to Buffalo and did the thing. I done been to Rochester. That's why I know about Bay Street and several other streets within Rochester and all that. You understand what I'm saying? And the gunplay out there is phenomenal. Like I don't mean that in a great way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's phenomenal how the average youngin has that thing. And they don't have like no little handguns and nothing like that. Like they got I want to clean it up out here. You feel what I'm saying?
It's an epidemic going on. Like, the ghost guns is like a big thing. The ghost guns is real big, and it's crazy because like maybe like last month, one of my brothers is so sad, man. Like it's like the trauma be real, and you can't even get tired to even like have your moment because he drive trucks or whatever. So he was riding by. And it was a 17-year-old boy that just got off the bus and got shot down and killed. And he saw the dude really on the ground, and he couldn't even stop because he was so busy at work. And they chastised him just for a few minutes in his delivering. But I'm just like, damn, you in school and you got that, like, I don't know, like y'all ain't got no future, like I don't get it. Like he just died just like that. Like it's real out here. They get younger and younger,
It is. But Black man, I appreciate you giving us a call, man. I appreciate you giving us a holler. Hit us back again in the future. I appreciate you, all right?
Definitely.
Yes, thanks for the love, brother. Thanks for calling in.
Real. Yeah, much positive vibes to you.
Positivity and love, my brother. All right.
Peace and love.
Yes. Be safe out there, King.
Be safe,
Peace.
Black man.
Peace and love.
All right. Yeah. But that was a good insight about the feelings that people in Rochester being so close to Buffalo had been having after this and shit like that, and it's wild the influence New York City has on the state of New York itself, being like people just being like, you know what, New York City is the real New York. When you look at square miles, New York is only 7%. New York City is only 7% of New York. Let's take another call real quick.
The lines tonight. The lines.
404. What's good? What's your name? Where you calling from? New York is only 7. New York City's only 7. Mute your TV. Mute your TV.
The line tonight. The line.
404. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what up, this Wayne?
Yo, what's going on, Wayne? Mute your TV in the background.
Yo, Wayne, you gotta mute your TV in the background. Your device.
It's down, right?
Now I think you're good.
Yeah.
All right.
And Tati, let me salute.
Cheers.
Well,
hey, Wayne, what's up?
How you doing, Wayne, man? How you feeling, brother?
How you doing?
Doing pretty
good. You hear me?
Doing pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, Wayne?
I'm day one.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna keep it real. This incident that happened in Buffalo, they're gonna treat it the same way they did with the dude that just shot everybody. What, a couple months ago?
Oh, the Rittenhouse kid.
Yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, right.
I think that's
the thing is they keep saying that he's mentally have mentally illness and everything, right? Okay. They said that like 2 years ago when he said he's going to shoot the school, and they evaluated everything that he would, but he went to a place and got all these armors, not like guns. He got like military armors, and equipped himself with that. You see what I'm saying? With a armor, with a chest and a head thing, and say that, okay, I'm mentally illness. No, you did that for a purpose. Then you went to Buffalo, where in Buffalo, I've never been to Buffalo. I'm from New York, but I've not been upstate New York. But you went there to just look at 3 days before and evaluate and look at
premeditated
people coming in.
Premeditated,
right?
He did reconnaissance. Yeah,
and you evaluated and looked in, and you walked in one day and see nothing but white people. Okay, I'm not going to do this to this day. The next day, you went in there. Okay, it's not a lot of black people there. The third day, okay, it's a lot of black people because it's on a Saturday. And you killed him. And then when you killed a white man, you said, oh, my bad, sorry. What is that? That's not mental illness. You know what you're doing.
Right.
You 18 years old. You did all this. You drove to where he came from. I don't know where he came from, but you drove and you came from where you came from and said, okay, I'm going to do this today. And you already said this a year ago that you're going to kill all these people in your school? What is that? That's not mental illness. That's racial terrorists. That's all that is.
Right.
You definitely know exactly what he was
They
doing.
say that the shooter was actually. They say that he was actually held for mental health evaluation.
After the fact?
Please.
Yeah.
Did it say
After
if he
the
had
fact,
any mental health issues prior to this situation?
They said he was held for mental health evaluation last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's aggravating.
But the thing is that you said you're gonna kill all your friends or you're gonna kill all your classmates. You should have been already been in an institution because they would have did it with a black person. Period. You're not stable. You're not stable because you're gonna say that you're gonna kill all your classmates, but you're gonna evaluate him, and he's like, oh, and he stayed in that mental institution for like a week and a half, maybe a month, I think.
I'll tell you,
and they let him go.
Listen,
period.
Working with the county and even foster kids, right? Like,
right.
They have a lot of them have so many behavioral issues. And it's sad to see that when they do have to be taken into custody for mental, whatever mental reasons, maybe they had a breakdown, they said something, threatened somebody, that's normally the protocol. Like they stay there for a week and a half, and then they let them go. And one thing that's unfortunate about that is that even just state law, period, like if there's no proof, if they literally have to do something. Something has to happen for something to be done, pretty much, in every instance. So it's like even getting him help because he didn't do anything, there was no real threat.
But he initiated it.
Right.
He initiated that. That could be anybody. It can be a black person say, okay, I'm going to kill somebody. I'm going to blow the school up.
Right.
They get arrested.
That's concerning. And then we end up in situations like this.
So this quote unquote crazy guy, I looked it up. He's from Conklin, New York. It's on the south side, close to Binghamton. And I looked at the 2020 census of the demographics from the town that he's from. Okay? Mm-hmm. So the breakup, according to the 2020 census, white makes up 89% of the town he's from. This is 2020 census. Black makes up 1%. Native American, 0.2%. Asian, 0.7%. Pacific Islanders, 0%. Some other race, 0.3%. Mixed multi-race, 6.2%. Hispanic or Latino, 2.6%. So he comes from a town where 89% of the people there are white. Now.
But he went to a all-black neighborhood.
Yes. And he drove 3 hours to a black neighborhood. So he did research on, hey, what is the most populated black area within a 4-hour drive? He probably Googled it,
And then
he came up with information. He came up with information just like I did just now.
And then he scratched the N-word on his gun.
Yeah, he inscribed it on his gun with the hard R. He inscribed the name of another shooter that targeted black people specifically on his gun.
Like he should be charged as a terrorist.
Some people are saying. I actually saw this yesterday in a conversation online where people were talking about this is domestic terrorism. Yes, I agree this is domestic terrorism. Mm-hmm. And people were saying there should be laws on the book for domestic terrorism because there aren't any laws on the book for domestic terrorism. Which, because I'm a black man, I kind of disagreed with people saying, hey, there should be laws for domestic terrorism on the books. And I disagreed with that because I kind of feel they would use that against black people way more than they would use it against actual domestic terrorists. I think. But
all the people that's doing the domestic terrorists, it's white people.
Exactly.
We seen that on January 6th.
Right. Exactly. They're the ones doing a lot of domestic terrorism. That's why there's no laws. Exactly. That's why there's no laws.
That's why there's no law. They need to change that law and put it in law because they are doing it.
But check it out. But now, if there's laws on the books for domestic terrorism, do you know how many black people will be charged with domestic terrorism just because a couple of white people
we already being charged for everything else? What's the difference?
Because we don't need no more shit we can be charged for. Because we don't need no more laws to be charged for.
You got people that's in jail now for 20 years for a pound of weed.
Right? A pound of weed. And weed right now is you can smoke weed everywhere. Mm-hmm. But it's still in jail. But now imagine I get into a fight with another black man. Somebody pulls out a gun, some shit happens, and because 3 white people was around, now some cop wants to charge me with domestic terrorism.
Well, that's Florida, that's Atlanta, that's Texas.
That's terrible.
You got open guns, you can shoot anybody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But now say there's laws on the book for domestic terrorism, and they say, hey, you got this gun, you got open carry, this and that, but the way you spoke and the way you said something when you shot somebody makes you a domestic terrorist. Because you said, fuck you, now you're a domestic terrorist.
I think it should be. I think it should be because you know what? If I go, because I work for FedEx, if I go to a building that I go to every single fucking day, and if a person feel like, okay, he got fired, and he feel like he want to shoot everybody, and he's mad because a black manager or his black boss told me, you fired, you're not here no more, and he see me, I'm black, and kill me. Yes. Domestic terrorist.
Right. Now, I would say this. I would agree that there should be... You gotta
watch out for the white dudes that really love that job.
I would say...
I do every day.
I would say...
Beez, I do every day. Believe me, I do.
I would say domestic terrorism laws would be great to have if you could ensure me that they would only be used when domestic terrorism was actually being enacted. But I don't feel
I would say that the domestic
it would be abused.
Violence.
I feel like it would be abused more towards black people than actually domestic terrorists.
But I would say this too, Khary. I would use that domestic violence or domestic terrorist. It had to be a mass.
That's
like
what
he's
I was
killing everybody,
say.
not one person.
It's not one
person.
person.
Like he's killing everybody.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like he's pointing out, like I'm killing you, I'm killing you, I'm killing you. That's what I'm saying. It got to be a point.
Check it out. Check it out. The RICO laws was made to catch the mob. Now they're being used to catch rappers.
And they have.
Exactly.
A whole lot of them.
Exactly.
A lot of them you don't even know. I know. I stay in Atlanta.
You know? Right.
I stay in the ATL.
But they're using laws made for one thing to catch other things, which are now black people. And that's my issue with it. They'll create
and you know
laws
why they're doing
for
that?
one thing and say, hey,
you know what?
Target black people.
Not to cut you off on Khary. They're doing it because the rappers not paying them. Like you said, the mob, it's a mob here too in Atlanta. ATL is sex trafficking. It's a whole lot going on here. You don't know. I stay in Atlanta. It's sex trafficking. It's racketeering. It's stuff under the table. It's stuff that they doing. Like, okay, give me this, you can have that. Now they pushing out the rappers because the rappers not paying that no more. Because like, no, I'm not doing that no more. I did that, but I'm not doing no more. But I got, I got some stuff on you, and that's why they pulling it all out with Gunna and with what you call it.
Yep. But I just don't like that they're using laws made for one thing to target black people. Because this is just the latest example.
They're going to do that anyway.
Yeah, they're going to do it anyway, so why give them more tools to do it? Where they say they can do it legally.
Right.
Because it'll catch
But the thing is that they was not smart enough to say, okay, let me write something like if I did this, I did that, let me write this off. So if you use this against me in court, it will not hold. They didn't do that because the money came in.
Yep.
They didn't think about that. They didn't even think about that. So that's why they Young Thug and all them in here. It's a lot of people. The other person, what's his? I don't know his name, but he had a cult in Atlanta.
Who's that?
I don't know his name. Something nature or something like that. Same thing. He all in that too.
I don't know about that one.
He was a rapper?
Yes. No, he's not a rapper. He had a cult.
Oh, he was just a cult leader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
thought you were saying a rapper had a cult. I was thinking,
the black dude.
Yeah.
With the locks. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And he had a video or some shit where he was saying he be naked, he's naked, and him and his wife has sex in front of his
all
kids
these women
and let him touch
He didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
They bathed him. They did all that, this, all that. He's going to jail now too.
He was trying to live it up, huh?
As he should. He was sick. That shit.
Like I say, Atlanta ATL is crazy as hell.
Yeah, I've been there before. It is a little wild. But yo, Wayne, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you hitting us up and giving us a call, yo.
Oh, no doubt. I'm day one. I got.
I know, man. I'm gonna hit you up offline too. I'm gonna holler at you offline too. I'll probably hit you up tomorrow in like a DM or something. I want to holler at you about something.
All right.
All right.
Holler at you, you and Beez and Tati.
Good night, Wayne.
Tati, stay.
All right, Wayne.
What'd he say?
He said, Tati, stay.
Tati, stay.
I appreciate you, Wayne.
I got you, Wayne.
All right.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Wayne. For real.
Yeah.
Appreciate the love.
He said, I'm day one to let y'all know. Gang in his bitch.
He is a day one. You know?
Don't play with him, and he is, though.
We're going to get ready to move on from this topic, but before I do, I just wanted to say I haven't seen any celebrities that said they was traumatized by the Will Smith slap.
What now?
I haven't seen any celebrities that said they was traumatized by the Will Smith slap say they're traumatized by this racist shooting. Keep in mind, the majority of people that said they were traumatized have been white.
I remember
actors.
Wanda Sykes because she did the most.
Amy Schumer was another one as well.
2 weeks later, and she was like, "Oh, I'm still traumatized. I just can't even talk about it anymore." Girl,
Amy Schumer.
But for her, that's because Chris Rock put her on.
The hell wrong with y'all?
Yeah, Chris Rock did put her
mentor.
He did,
Chris
but
Rock did put her on.
I'm so traumatized. I'm still 2 weeks
her
later.
Mentor,
I'm
her
still
mentor.
traumatized.
Listen. Her mentor got smacked. That shit fucked her up.
She just felt like shit wasn't safe no more, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Watch your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But Amy Schumer has some shit to say about being traumatized, but she also has some disparaging remarks about black men in the past as well. You know, like she said that black men are more misogynistic than any other race.
Who said what?
Amy Schumer.
I know you didn't say Amy Schumer.
Yeah. And somebody said,
I'm not trying to hear about any generalizations about black people from fucking white people, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I am not.
Exactly. Exactly.
What gives you?
Yeah, because it's funny how.
I just want to know what gives people the right to even speak like that. Like, who are you? Who are you to say that black men? How many black men do you even know?
Somebody actually tried. Somebody actually said a reply to her when she said that. She was like, "I don't think black men are any more misogynistic than any other race of men." And Amy Schumer said, "Well, that's because black men aren't hitting on you in the street."
I know they ain't hitting on her ass either.
Well, I don't know.
You know what? You're right. I don't know. But
she got a couple bags. She got a couple bags. And you know how
I mean, okay,
you know how some black men be. You know how some black men be with white women, yo.
I'm not saying that black men don't hit on her. I'm saying she said it like she got a flock of niggas.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
A flock of niggas.
I'm sure she ain't got that many black men trying to hit on her for her to say that black men is the most, you know?
Yeah.
This gotta be a part of this future GQ thing. it gotta be.
You stupid.
The Caucasian,
somebody need to lose their job, right?
Hey,
somebody need to lose their job.
Hey,
but Caucasian, I bet I see her with a black man after this.
Because I thought
that they were misogynistic.
I like that.
You do know the
Caucasian.
You do know the stereotype. You do know the stereotype, right?
Say what now?
You do know the stereotype of like when you see like black men with white women.
That she has some money or some shit?
No, not that she necessarily has money, but the stereotype is that you don't really see a whole lot of black men with like super attractive white women unless they're celebrities. You know?
Yeah.
So, if I'm going off that stereotype, being that Amy Schumer has money, niggas might be hitting on her a little extra.
I know it's not a flock of
she might have
majority of niggas don't even know who Amy Schumer is.
If they got Netflix, they might.
I mean, they would know.
Broke niggas sitting at home with Netflix know who Amy Schumer is.
I feel like they've seen her in a movie.
You talking about the redhead?
I don't know. Is Amy Schumer redhead?
Not Kimmy Schmidt.
No, Amy Schumer. I thought she was blonde. I
think she's blonde. She's blondish.
She a little hefty in the shoulders.
She's a comedian.
Yeah. Yes, B. She's a little hefty in the shoulders, but she's lost weight over the years.
She cute, but she not a flock of niggas. Come on now. For you to say some shit like that, I just really feel like that should not be coming from a white woman. And I don't feel like she get enough. I'm not sure about that statement, Amy.
Shit. Yo, Tati
I think you should take that back, Amy.
She said that was cute, but not a flock of niggas cute.
Niggas wouldn't even... Niggas would probably pass her and not know who the fuck she is.
Man.
In most cases.
Yeah, and I don't think
I know who she is because I like her. I like her. I like how sarcastic she is.
She's kind of giving me wide.
She's funny.
She's kind of giving me wide waist, flat booty kind of vibes. Not like a, you know what I'm saying?
White women,
you be like, oh, she look like she got a fat ass, and because she got wide hips, and you get to the back of her, and that should just be like a long back with wide hips.
I just think some people just can't say certain shit.
Kimmy Cat over here in the chat said maybe 2 black men.
My point.
Maybe 2 black men.
My point. The caucasity, bro. Beez thought she was a redhead.
Not a flock. All right, but yo, let's move on, man. A flock of niggas. Oh shit. Let's get out. Oh man. Where we at?
First of all, somebody in the chat said bussy, and that had me cracking up over here.
All right, you know what? Because I knew that last topic was gonna be talking about white people that hate black people so much. I thought the next topic, you know what? I should give it up to this white individual that I witnessed.
Lyft driver.
That I witnessed curse out some white racist people. A Lyft driver kicked out racist bar owners. And if you haven't seen this video, if you haven't seen what happened, go search for it. I need to start posting this type of stuff to my community page so I can just tell people to look at my community page for shit like this. But I have a lot of things going on, so I need somebody that can do shit like that. But there was a video where this Lyft driver drove up, came up, stopped his car. Person got in the back seat. Woman got in, stuck her head in the car. She's like, "Oh, great, you're a white guy." He's like, huh? She's like, "What does that mean?" She was like, "Huh?" She was like, "You got in the car." I said, "Oh, great, you're a white guy." She was like, "Yeah." She's like, "So what? If I was a black guy, if I was a Muslim guy, what? It wouldn't have been a good experience. It would have been what?" Then she tried to say some shit like, "Yo," like try to like whiten it up. He was like, "You know what? Get the fuck
whiten it up."
She applied some white out to the situation.
And he was like, yo. And he was like, "Yo, get the fuck out my car. Get out the car." And then the guy she was with came in and she's like, "Hey, what's the problem?" She was like, "Yo, she's a racist piece of shit." And he was like, "What?" She was like, "What?" He was like, "What's the problem?" She's like, "Yo," he said what happened, and he kind of agreed with her. So he was like, "You know what? Both of y'all get out of here. Y'all are both racist piece of shits." You know? And he's like, "Hey, what? This is y'all bar? Y'all own this bar?" It looked like it was late at night. It might have been like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Looked like they was closing their bar. They was trying to get a lift home. They was being racist. He said, "Fuck y'all." And I tell you what, air horn for that man. Air horn for that man. You know? Air horn for that man for...
I'll make the noise with the air horn.
You know,
your racist ass out of here.
For standing up for not being racist.
I mean, yeah, they did just
for being a human.
Uber.
Yeah, they just
order.
At least somebody told them they were a piece of shit.
Right. You know, and it was another white person, which I think that might mean more.
Nah,
coming from
they
a white
don't give
person.
a fuck about what he said.
Yo, listen, whatever happened.
They didn't give a fuck about that situation.
Fam, no, yes they did, because their rating was like a 3.9 or something like that for their bar, and then it went down to like a 1 or something.
You want me to tell you what happened?
They went back up.
Really?
You want me to tell you what happened? They ordered another Uber. And when it pulled up, it was a Muslim guy. Right? and when they got in, you know what she said? Ooh, thank God you're not a white guy.
You know what, Khary? You and your dad jokes. I think even what I will say is this. Businesses whose ratings go down, businesses can have fucking hazardous, what is it? What do you call it?
Oh, like hazardous circumstance insurance or some shit like that?
Like get bad reviews by the health department. You know what I'm saying? People still go there. Just because the reviews are bad don't mean that they lost business.
Right.
That just means motherfuckers was online.
Depends on the review. But see, even with bad reviews, some people don't even look at reviews. And even if they True indeed.
Even if they do, honestly, I'll be real with you. There was a spot, Franklin Manor or some shit here in Tampa.
I remember that.
Found out that the owner was racist as fuck, but people have been saying that for years. And it took for like what it
took for a big article to come out about it or something.
Not the article, it was during the time where everybody was protesting.
It was like the Me Too, around the Me Too time.
He said some shit and people aired him out. So he stepped down as the CEO, but nobody even before he stepped down, they still had hella business. It was terrible reviews online. People were still going there. Black people included. So it's like, I will be honest, yes, reviews help. Sometimes for motherfuckers that read reviews. How many niggas don't even read flyers? You think they read reviews?
But here's the thing. Now,
I don't know how many times I post a flyer and niggas be like, where is it at?
Where's it at? How much? What's the thing? You niggas read the flyer, you know? But also, it could be, hey, might get a review. There might be 100 reviews on it that says, yo, this place is racist and blah, 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 blah. And they'd be like, white people that be like, oh, sound like this the place I want to be.
Exactly. White people gonna come back.
This is where I want to go. I'm not going to see no darkies there tonight.
Man, you know what, Khary?
You see? You keep giving me shots, and this is what happens. Come on, Toast. You gave me another shot. You better take one with me. All right, boom. She's taking the shot with me.
I feel like majority of their clients probably
I don't see the darkies there tonight.
Beez. Yo, somebody in the chat said bussy bandits, and I can't get over that shit.
Bussy bandits?
They said the cult leader dude we were talking about. The nature boy dude, they said he had a group of bussy bandits running around ATL.
But you know what?
Okay.
Let's get ready to get about this topic because this is getting late. But you know what? I'm going to give a round of applause for white people that don't like racist white people to do racist shit. You know, I want to give y'all an applause. I know I say a lot of jokes on here, or we say a lot of jokes on here that might reference white people. When we make these jokes, we're really talking about the racist white people, not all white people.
Definitely.
We are definitely singling out those racist piece of shits. And that's kind of what we're referencing. We're not referencing all white people, because I got a lot of white people that I like and that I'm friends with and shit like that. And I just wanted to make that reference real quick.
Period.
because I'm not a racist piece of shit. I love people that love people. So let's move it on. Last bit for the night is open mic, where if we just have anything we want to talk about, if we have anything we just want to reference real quick from the past before we wrap up. And I think we will start out with anybody got anything they wanted to bring up or talk about that we didn't have on the docket tonight? Bueller?
Beez.
Bueller?
Okay. Keisha Coles and Antonio Brown.
Yes. I did have that on here too. Did either of y'all see this?
To be fair,
did either of y'all see this?
I didn't really read it, but I saw it. But I didn't know. I knew she was dating a football player.
Okay.
I never realized it was Antonio Brown.
Got you.
He's toxic.
Before you cut it off, there's plenty of people out here that don't know what the hell we're talking about. From what Tati just referenced, for those that are unaware, it seems like Antonio Brown and Keisha Cole were dating at some point. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure how long.
They were dating for a minute. Because I knew she was, like I said, I knew she was dating a football player. I didn't know that it was Antonio. I never knew it was him. But they dated for, I don't know how long, but they dated for a little minute.
Mm-hmm. And I think, was it the Shade Room? Mm-hmm. I think they might have reposted something about that Antonio Brown posted about Keisha Cole, where he kind of said, Joe, you can't get this shit back or something like that. They were rumored to be dating back in April. Like you said, it seemed like she was really into somebody and dating somebody. It seems like Keisha Cole actually got his initials tattooed on her body.
Oh, God darn. Going outside. Going outside. Not initials.
I'm trying to see what he actually posted. Yeah, I can't really find it right off the top. He posted something. I don't know the verbatim what he said, but Keisha Cole had posted some replies.
I saw she first posted that she missed her ex.
I saw
that she posted she missed her ex, and then I saw all of these posts because I remember they reposted what she said, and which is probably why he replied and said some. I saw he said some fucked up stuff because her sister said something. I just didn't see what he said.
Right. So one thing he posted, you ain't pimping until you hit an R&B diva. And then had a video of the AB tat on her, where she was kind of like dancing and shaking while they was in the midst of their love triangle. Then he posted some shit on his IG, I think, where he was kind of like downplaying her and some shit like that. Let me see if I can find it. Where he was downplaying her. But in the video where he posted like the tattoo, she kind of replied to it. And it was funny that one of the replies I saw to it, one of the people, some random stranger replying in there that says, yo, it's sad that Keisha Cole forgets that she's Keisha Cole. Because she made a reply that kind of said, yo, don't be mad at me no more, babe. I said I apologize. Like she replied that on him, the tweet where he's talking shit. So she did something that pissed him off, and he was like, I ain't fucking with you no more. And I guess he's feeling away by posting shit, and she's feeling away by replying. But then later, she actually posted some shit that says, yeah, I was big tripping, shaking my head. I see it now. I have a 12-year-old, like that type of disrespect for what? Nothing is worth that level of disrespect. Has so much love, respect, and admiration for you. Guess that wasn't mutual either.
Keisha Cole, like, you know, like, I'm a player, man. We don't want you, Keisha.
Antonio Brown.
Stay on my word. I'm a Keisha Cole, like, you know, like, I'm a player, man. We don't want you, Keisha. Stay on my word.
What?
You heard? And all you people who just be, you know, with the back and forth, I don't go back, I go forward, man. Don't play with me. Play with your kids. I play with your girlfriend if you sweet or whatever you got. You
if you sweet, play with your girlfriend.
Everything, Tooch.
That was Antonio Brown. He said he pretty much called her out by name on the Instagram post and shit, and it's just like, yo, he's pimping.
Keisha Cole, like, you know, like, I'm a player, man. We don't want you, Keisha.
He don't want you. He talking shit. He trying to say, I got everything, which is pretty much saying he ain't got shit.
If he acting like this, can you imagine, you know, the dynamic of their relationship? I don't want to assume what happened, but it's embarrassing. That whole thing is stupid. But for you, like, for him to come out and say, hey, first of all, who the fuck addresses somebody by their first and last name? Keisha Cole. First of all,
that's the name everybody knows her by.
But if they were dating,
if he were to just say Keisha, nobody would know who he's talking about.
He tagged her anyway.
Right, but he's doing this for clout. You know, some people, like me personally, I didn't see the tag and everything. I didn't see what he tagged. I didn't see exactly what he said. All I heard is what he said. And if he would have just said Keisha, I'm like, there's a lot of ghetto bitches named Keisha out there. I'm sorry I said ghetto bitch. I'm sorry I said that.
I think that's weird. But I think the whole thing is weird. I think it's childish and weird. I don't know what they had going on, but it sounds sad. It sounds like a toxic situation. She sounded like she had like a weak moment where she was like, oh, I missed my ex or some shit. And then he was on some.
I think.
And now she's like, oh, the disrespect.
I tell you what, I think that nigga is hurt like a motherfucker. And I say that because he called her out by name on a public motherfucking post. And I think something really hurt. I don't know what the fuck it is. There ain't no excuse for being an asshole like that publicly on Instagram. That's some real sucker shit, in my opinion. You know, to be like, yo, Keisha Cole, I'm a player. We don't want you no more. Damn, nigga.
And who the fuck is we?
the player coalition. The player coalition. The player coalition.
Yo.
Look, it's one thing for you to
and that's the part I was trying to figure out.
He said
that's
we don't want you no more.
That's the part I was trying to figure out. Listen, that should let you know, right? That nigga got mad personalities going on up there, yo.
Man, look.
If that nigga talking about we, yo.
Is this
that
his
nigga
new,
got
his
mad
new,
different
pronoun?
personalities, yo.
Nigga said we don't
that's
want
a good
you.
one. That's a good one.
I said, are these his new pronouns? The nigga said we don't want you. Like,
yeah, I like that.
Damn.
I like, we might have to start a GoFundMe to
what?
Yeah, we might have to start a GoFundMe to support the initiative for the we movement.
We.
You know, you got he, you got she, you got they.
Nigga, all I know is me. I don't know who we are. Who the fuck? Why are we starting to go? Where's the GoFundMe coming in at? What are we talking about?
We need money to promote, to get support, to have people on the we movement. You know, because we don't want Keisha Cole no more. You know,
man,
there has to be
out of here, Khary. I'm like, who the fuck is we? I don't even know we. You talk about starting a GoFundMe account.
It's for the people. It's for the people with multiple personalities.
Fuck.
You know,
the we movement.
The we movement.
We too.
We too. Yes. We too.
We is just motherfucking fine. No, we look able-bodied. Don't nothing look wrong with him.
We too.
Right?
Yo. We too. We too.
Yeah, we too.
We too.
You know?
Y'all get on my nerves.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Who the fuck is we?
It's not a bad. Hey, and I bring that up because, hey, there was probably people like y'all that laughed in the face Or the motherfucker that says, you know what? I'm going to copyright and get an LLC for Black Lives Matter.
I haven't spoke on. I haven't said anything about this because I am not surprised.
Somebody laughed in their face.
This is not news to me.
Said, nigga, you out your mind. They might have said, Wigga, you out your mind.
Nah, they was actually fighting over the trademark.
Yeah.
There was a few people fighting over the trademark.
And guess who won? The person that filled out the paperwork first.
They all was going to do the same thing.
So now
exactly what just happened.
Right. Now check this out. Next year, y'all are going to be pissed when y'all see the motherfucker that's head of the We movement buy a mansion for fucking social media. This is our social media We mansion.
Hey, if Joel Osteen could keep cash in the toilets and the walls of his church, I'm not going to be surprised. Not going to be surprised. Y'all know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. All right. A couple of things I want to touch up on. We spoke about Casanova getting arrested a few months back. Well, Casanova knows he's not this racist white kid in Buffalo. So his ass decided to say, I'm guilty. He said, I ain't got the privilege to plead not guilty. So I'm guilty. So Casanova is pleading guilty. He faces a long time. I forget exactly how long. Let me see how much time he's facing. He faces up to 60 years in prison. And he pleaded guilty. And he's facing up to 60 years. God damn. How much proof they gotta have on your ass for you to say I'm guilty while you're facing 60 years? Damn, prayers up, nigga.
Guilty?
Shit.
That's crazy. I've seen them have less evidence or have all the evidence they need and still not book the person.
Yo, look at this nigga. Yo, the nigga live streamed his massacre, got caught with his own guns in his hand, wearing body armor, went to court and said not guilty. They got Casanova on a couple tapes. This nigga said guilty. He said, I'm guilty, I did it. Now, did he do that because he stand up or because niggas was snitching? And he said, you know what, let me take this plea before it's too late. I don't know the details of his case, but people plead guilty for a bunch of different reasons. Not necessarily because they're guilty, but for a bunch of different reasons. But another story that we did touch on with the whole Young Thug, YSL, YFN feud. The DA attributes at least 50 shootings and murders to YSL, YFN feud between Young Thug and YFN's Lucci's gang. Now, they attribute it to at least 50 shootings and murders. How many can they prove?
Right.
And not just how many can they prove.
None.
Not just how many can they prove. And I'm not saying this because if these things did happen, that I want them to, well, I'm not even specifically them, but whoever's responsible. If this is all just one or two gangs that's creating 50 shootings and murders, I would want those people brought to justice so shit could stop. But how are they tying 50 shootings and murders to this? Is it just them speculating, saying, hey, these shootings happened in this neighborhood and we did this? I'll tell you what, I grew up back in the days having beef and things going on. And I can't think of 50 anything that we did, you know, that would have been cause for some shit like this. And we was pretty wild back in the days.
Word.
You know, in 1 year, it might have been at a high number, might have been 10 incidents. Maybe only one of those involved a gun.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying this was a different era, but the guns was very prevalent back then. But I'm not sure how you tie 50 shootings and murders to two gangs of niggas that's getting money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see how they tie those together. How they say, hey, these 50 shootings or murders are tied to this because of these reasons. They did say they had Young Thug on tape talking some things, saying some shit.
On his songs, like in his music?
No, like in conversations. I think one of the quotes I saw was Young Thug was supposedly asking niggas why they ain't do nothing. Y'all are getting soft. Y'all should have been shot up or did something to your ops or something like that. They tried to show some things he said in conversations, but I think it would be easy to say, hey, it didn't necessarily mean shooting. It's slang as this for that to mean that. That'll be easy to argue, to where you could have a reasonable doubt. But I don't know. I don't think lyrics should be used in court, unless of course, a nigga is telling you
flat out,
right? You know,
12/22, December 7th, I shot Johnny, and
right.
He screamed.
Right, you know?
Like, okay, bet he did it.
There was actually a Key and Peele skit about that too, where the nigga took the guy, had the mic in the interrogation room, and he was like, "Yo, I know you killed this dude." He's like, "Man, I ain't kill him." And then he played a song, and it was like, "Yeah, I shot Johnny," like you were saying in the back 10 times. He's like, "Yo, you see?" And he was like, "Man, I was at my grandmother's house, man. I wasn't doing shit." Then the guy pressed play again. The dude was like, "And I'm gonna tell him I was at my grandmama's house." And the nigga paused it. And the nigga started saying, "What are you talking about?" You know? Yeah, go check out that Key and Peele skit on rappers incriminating themselves.
Damn, it's midnight, y'all.
I know, yo. We've been on long for like 2.5 hours. You know? We ain't been on this long for a minute. But it was fun.
Because we started late.
It's because we started late, and it was because I drank a whole cup of black coffee, and I got super energy. And I want to say something, but I'm not. But we're going to get up out of here. We're going to get up out of here. That is everything for the night. Damn it, man. I always forget to change the bottom screen. That should not say see you Tuesday. That should say see you Friday, because it's now Wednesday. In 6 minutes, it'll be Wednesday. So that should say see you. It is still Tuesday. So you see me now on Tuesday, but we will see you again on Friday. That's all we have for tonight. Let's see. Anything else? No, that's it. So let's get the hell up out of here. You know, let me click that and then click this and do that. And I will say, yo, may the rest of your week be great. Do your best to stay sucker free. Keep a smile on your face, baby. We is out.
Thanks for watching the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast.
Yo, Cheryl is like mad funny, yo.
What'd she say?
Khari's crib.
That's why I just shook my head as soon as you said.
Khari's crib. Thanks for watching the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib.